Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. Now, if this setup looks at all familiar, it's because this is perhaps the last video I'll be doing on the Happy Mail movement. Challenge, collaboration, whatever it is that Kim Newberg started. For those of you who watch Kim regularly, you'll know that not so long ago she made kind of an announcement about some changes on her channel and how she and a few of the rest of us are taking a pause and stepping away from this challenge. It is a wonderful idea, and I think a lot of us had a lot of fun doing it over the many months that it was going. But, you know, there are other things to do as well. New challenges keep coming, and the more connected one becomes with other creators and other YouTubers, the more often we're called upon to take part and do things with other people. So I commit. Now, I have 4 envelopes here, and 3 of the 4 are from fellow collaborators. So again, we're not that everyone is busy. I understand that. But if we're just doing this, sending stuff back and forth to each other, I mean, I guess that does define Happy Mail. But it also seems like maybe we can do something else with our time. So anyway, I'm going to open these 4 envelopes. I will definitely return an envelope to this lady. She had reached out to me by email. She had just found out. Her name is Edith. She had just found out about the thing, thought it was a great idea. So of course, I will reciprocate. The reason I have this little puzzle here, and let me just maybe turn that over for the time being. It's one of those little puzzles. You know, you've seen things like this. You've seen things like this. Make these 3 matches into 6. No breaking into pieces. And then several puzzles around even the sides of this little box. Well, this came in the prize that I won from Kim and her 4,000 subscriber giveaway. So I don't know about you guys, but apparently you can go to professorpuzzle.com and get the answers, both in how to build this thing, the knot, and the others that they just have diagrams for. But I'll tell you, life's too short. I don't know how many brain cells I have burnt up over the course of my life trying to do these sorts of things, and I just can't. I just cannot do it. So I don't know if Kim knew that and was just pulling my chain, or if this was just a cute little thing to include. I probably will turn this into kindling, and I will reuse the box. But I'm just saying, I would be very curious to know whether any of you out there have ever solved this sort of a puzzle. And if you haven't, it seems to me that we're in good company. And it also seems to me that maybe it has to do with left brain, right brain thinking. So we can make beautiful things. We just couldn't solve a puzzle to save our lives. That's my final word on that. Okay, now I did pre-open. I'll just keep my thumb over there. So this is from Edith. So it's a flower book, obviously with some stickers. And I did pre-open these. I have not looked at any of them though. So let's see what we have. Oh, she's probably heard me talk about peacocks. Well, this is very nice, my dear lady. What a beautiful card and envelope. You can I mean, you know where this is going. It's going into that gigantic box for a peacock journal. Lovely. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. See, I've never done this, even though I bought a chunk of wax, beeswax, from people who sell honey and have hives. This is a napkin, corner of a napkin that has been treated with wax. There's something very nice about the feel of that. See, this was the best part of this whole Happy Mail thing, because you know what I have had this and what I have had this as a reminder to, you've got a million napkins, why not try that? Everything is so darn cute, and of course in shades of mauve. And this was, Edith, I'm so glad you sent this, and I appreciate it so much. I mean, you know, I think, well, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's nice to receive whatever a person is willing to send. But it's even better, if there is such a thing as better, to get things that show, she's been listening, she's been watching. Thank you so very much. Okay, let's go on to the next. This one is from Carrie Henry, and her channel name is Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. So this, let's see what, and she's from Springfield, Georgia. I think, yeah, GA is Georgia. So we have what is this exactly? This looks like it's probably been cut off a box because it's really quite substantial. There's always something to be thankful for. Isn't that the truth? Okay, this is where the decoding begins. So, now she's got a bit of washi here and here. So I guess, well, okay, so it seems to me that a person would, could use this as a pocket, but you'd probably want to clip it in because there is this on the other side. Or alternatively, and I have no idea if this is what her intentions were, it could be sewn into a journal on this fold here. We can always read things that are sideways, and we can put in the these little tags horizontally. So I don't know what her intentions are. I also have to say that I have so much that I have to do that I am not, N-O-T, not going to be putting all the Happy Mail envelopes into journals as Kim has done. I'm just going to pillage them. I'm going to, for the pieces that are really unique, like the prototype pieces that are really unique, I'm going to set them aside and create some of my own in some shameless copying. And for the things that are of a supply nature, I'm just going to use them. So this too is lovely and could very easily find its way into a purple journal, which, as you know, is my purple stuff is in hiatus right now until I get a few other things done. Now, I think Kim's advice was that a person, anyone considering sending Happy Mail should check first with the channel in question. and just see if the person is still in or out. This one is from my buddy, Brenda Clark, another contributor, and the gal that I met in her hometown, what is it, maybe 3 weeks ago now or so. And, excuse me, the exciting part about the meeting was that, you know, we didn't know each other, but we felt like we were simpatico. You know, you start talking about journals, next thing you know, maybe you're talking about husbands and children and the world, and we solved a couple of world problems. And then we did a little tiny micro thrifting trip. And through all that, we also decided that we would do a journal swap. So there will be a second meeting, of course. And Brenda, and if you are watching this, I have been plugging away at it, and I am kind of pleased with what I've done so far. So, of course, the real test will be whether or not you're pleased too when it's done. This is beautiful. Now, Brenda is Brenda Clark, aka the Simple Crafter, and she is on a couple. Is it a couple or is it just two craft table design teams? So, you know, sometimes you never know whether a person is using those digitals or what, but this is certainly in the right colorway for this kid, and I very much appreciate it. Thanks, Brenda. Oh, these are vellum pieces. Partey. Oh, yeah. Oh, not till August 7th, though. We have to wait. This feels similar, but it's not translucent, so I don't know what this is other than cute. Here is another ticket. Here is, oh, look. He's in love. He's the anguish of it all. He's just there in his morning coat and his little ascot tie and his long boots, and he's just beside himself as he leans against the tree, thinking of his love. Butterflies and feathers. You can never have too many of those. Thank you, thank you. And look at these old stamps. And of course, it's always nice when you have a bit of the old envelope as well. Cool. Thanks, Brenda. Yeah, one of these days, well, of course, nothing's going to happen before my surgery, but hopefully we'll be doing the swap. We'll be doing the swap before you know it. And of course, we've each committed to doing a video about, you know, maybe a flip through or a bit of a description of how and why we did what we did. That would air after the actual swap. And this one is from Caroline Jensen. Now, Caroline is Caroline's Craft Tree, and she's helping me count down the weeks of the year because of her challenge, CCT 52. And you can opt in or out at any point. You know, I have videos about it. She does, Brenda does. So it's one of those things that if you ever feel like you need to want to challenge yourself, want to stretch your creativity, that is a good thing to hop onto. And to, you know, even if you just print the prompt list and do your own, just randomly do your own stuff. So this is one of those books. I can't tell exactly where it's from, but she's plastered this with butterflies, both stickers and postage stamps. And some flowers and... Okay, exactly. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to be making with all these supplies, but it does look like a how-to book of some sort. Oh, maybe an art book of some kind. The 4 basic techniques for technical illustrations. That's cool. Okay, so in here is another envelope. And what have we got in here? pieces of lace. You probably can't see that. That would be a good, you know, either cute little pockets or the basis for a belly band. Could put something, if you wanted to feature whatever is stabilizing it. You know, here I've got this envelope, but, you know, you could pick, I just happen to have this. Woohoo! Is this not beautiful? Can you tell I'm working on something boho? That is lovely. Whoops. Look at those fancy dancy little leaves. Okay, now what is this? A French? Oh, maybe it's a, well, it's pretty fancy to be a flashcard, but I'm thinking maybe that's friendship in another language. Look, it's got a beveled edge on it. Whoops, here's another leaf. The leaves are falling. We Three Kings. That is also on vellum. Cute little envelope. Oh, I've never seen a card like this. Another little leaf. What the heck? I wonder what the story is on this card. I've never seen a two-tone card like that. And then a lovely tag. I must say, her zigzagging is so precise and so perfect. Can you see how these four corners are identical? Like, holy cow. And see, this is one of those things that should be in a prototype pile. This business of wrapping thread around something. And obviously that was done before it was glued down because there's nothing visible on this side. I admire this every time I see it, but if I don't make one, it's lost on me. And of course, some lovely die cuts as well. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies. I love everything that I got. And I think that once and maybe that's, I don't know how my surgical recovery is going to do. I just see that my list of things that I imagine I'm going to tackle as I'm recovering, the list keeps getting longer and longer. So, like, I think it's probably a case of stop kidding yourself. But that would be a fun thing to do as a distraction, and to raise one's you know, spirits and whatever. And it doesn't take a great deal of brain power to go through all these envelopes that I've received over the however long we've been doing this. And, yeah, sort them into the piles, as I've said. Supplies to be used, prototypes to copy. I think that's a genius plan. And when I do that, don't know when I'll do that, but when I do that, I will clue you in and or make videos doing those things. Because, you know, maybe you'd want to see that as well. What can I say? Anyway, thanks, guys. We will see you in the next one. Bye.